Small acts of kindness can make a huge difference in people's lives. One organization doing more than its share is the Hands On Network. With nearly 70 affiliates around the world, thousands of volunteers of all ages donate their time and their energy to some 70,000 projects a year. They work on refurbishing parks, painting schools, constructing playgrounds, building homes to help make their communities a better place to live. By helping others, these volunteers have found ways to find meaning in their own lives. Be the Change is a new book by the founder of the Hands On Network, Michelle Nunn. Michelle, good to see you.
Great to be here, Al.
So you're focusing on not the quote the Mother Teresa's, but there are a lot of everyday folk out there who are making a difference in small ways.
That's right. So Be the Change tells the stories of literally 1,000 people who are making a difference. Ordinary people that are doing heroic things every single day, making a tremendous difference in the lives of their neighbors and in the lives of their communities, and in the process they're changing their own lives.
There are many examples in the book of smaller changes, but one that was pretty profound was a Sharif cousin who was wrongly incarcerated. He was on death row.
That's right.
And it really changed his life, and he decided to make sure he could help others change.
That's right. He is number 77. He identifies himself as the 77th person who's been exonerated from death row. He spent 5 years in jail, and he was freed through the pro bono efforts of lawyers and volunteers who were working hard to rectify this injustice. And he is now rededicating himself. He's working with the Southern Center for Justice, and he is a Morehouse student in college, and doing great. And he speaks very eloquently in the book about how service is really the key to a meaningful life.
And you talk about that. Folks always think, oh, well, I can't change the world. What can I really do? And this book really shows that you can do small things that really can have a big impact.
That's right. I think the biggest lesson for me of this book and of my 17 years working with Hands On Network is that you can't underestimate your own power to make a difference. That every single individual has that power.
Helping kids jump rope.
That's right. Donating blood, writing a letter to someone who has made a difference, writing a letter to your representative and saying this is how you feel about something.
We've been looking at some of these photographs by Pulitzer Prize-winning photographer David Kennerly. What does get people motivated, do you think, to finally say, you know what, I'm going to do something?
Yeah, the book points to a lot of different things. I mean, one thing is people actually sometimes act out of tragedy in their own lives, people who become sick or ill or depressed, and so many of the times people talk about how by serving others and thinking about people outside of their own life, they actually get restored and come to have their own healing. Other times it's a touchstone like having a child and thinking about the next generation, or inspiration of a grandparent or a mentor.
You're never too young, you're never too old, and the book is a great roadmap and blueprint on how to get started if you really want to do something. Michelle Nunn, thanks so much.
Thank you.
And if you want to get some advice for helping in your community, go to our website at todayshow.com, the book, Be the Change. Up next, it's a different kind of helping when the Scottos are in the kitchen, usually second helpings. But first, this is Today on NBC.